Rap beefs are a pretty common occurrence. We see them pop up every few weeks with rappers dissing each other.
That nigga rest in fucking piss, nigga.
But what happens when the situation escalates? Should there be rules to follow? Is it that serious? Which rap beefs took it too far, leaving no room for recovery? Well, today we're diving into the rap feuds that took it way too far. From Pusha T dissing Drake's friend OVO40 who has a chronic illness, to XXXTentacion and Lil Peep's friends causing posthumous beef. We're gonna be unraveling the stories behind the conflicts that left a mark on the industry. Get ready for a journey through the highs, the lows, and the controversies behind rap beefs. The Drake and Pusha T beef originated from a dispute between Pusha T's former group Clips and Drake's label mates Lil Wayne and Birdman. It started over unpaid production fees and style imitation. Pusha T and Drake exchanged subliminal shots in various songs and interviews for years, but things got heated in 2018 when Pusha T released Infrared. Infrared was a track that accused Drake of using a ghostwriter. Drake responded with Duppy Freestyle, a diss track that mocked Pusha T's drug dealing persona. This diss track also criticized Kanye West, who produced Infrared. Drake also claimed that he helped Kanye with the album Ye, but the real bombshell came when Pusha T released Story of Added On. This was a diss track that exposed Drake for having a son with a porn star. It also questioned his racial identity, and it wished death on his friend OVO40 who suffers from multiple sclerosis. The track's cover art was Drake doing blackface. Drake later explained that it was from an old photo shoot to highlight the struggles of black actors. Drake never released a diss track back, but he addressed some of it on his album Scorpion. He also took more shots at Pusha T and Kanye on his songs 8 out of 10, Mob Ties, and Survival. Drake revealed that he actually did record a diss track on Pusha T, but chose not to release it because it would end his career.
When I was making the record, in response, which was a real record, I know people think it's like some myth, it was like on this vinyls beat, and I just found myself saying things that like one seemed really out of character just because I was like deeply invested in the situation and getting very angry.
The beef seemed to cool down, but every here and there Drake would send shots or Pusha T would send shots back. In 2019, Drake called Pusha T a liar and a manipulator with Rap Radar, and Pusha T responded by calling him a snitch, and he accused him of leaking information about Kanye West's album Jesus is King. One thing Kanye, Pusha T, and Drake all have in common is the quality of their music. But what if you could achieve that same level of quality in your songs? VocalEssential.com is the best way to get quality vocals for your music. If you use the code PRESET, you'll get $5 off your first purchase. Now, Pusha T took things too far by wishing death on Drake's friend, but what happens when rappers bring up the deceased in these beefs? 6ix9ine is someone who would know something about that. The 6ix9ine vs Lil Durk beef originated from a dispute over snitching, sales, and street credibility. 6ix9ine, also known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, made his breakthrough in the industry by his bold appearance. He was also involved in a federal racketeering charge where he testified against his former associates in the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods gang in exchange for a reduced sentence. This earned him the reputation of being a rat or a snitch in the rap game. Lil Durk, on the other hand, is a rapper from Chicago who is known for his drill music and affiliation with the Black Disciples gang. He was also close friends with the late rapper King Von, who was killed in a shooting in Atlanta in November 2020. Lil Durk and King Von were both critics of 6ix9ine's snitching personality. The beef between 6ix9ine and Lil Durk started in 2019 when Lil Durk called 6ix9ine a snitch after he testified in court. 6ix9ine reacted by calling Lil Durk out on social media and mocking his music sales. He also claimed that Lil Durk's label offered him $3 million cash to keep the beef going for publicity. Lil Durk denied this and said that he did not need 6ix9ine's clout. The beef escalated in 2020 when 6ix9ine dropped his song Gooba. He also went on Instagram Live and broke the record with 2 million viewers. He defended himself for snitching, but he also called out big rappers such as Lil Durk for being fake and a hypocrite.
You live your whole life trying to be a real nigga, trying to be a stand-up tall, loyal guy, to try to shit on a kid like me, to be like, yo, fuck that, he's a rat, he's a rat, he's a rat, he's a rat.
Lil Durk responded by releasing his own single, Laugh Now, Cry Later with Drake, which was a hit and debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. He also took shots at 6ix9ine on his album The Voice, which was dedicated to King Von. 6ix9ine retaliated by dissing King Von and Lil Durk on an Instagram Live.
Lil Tim pull out a gun and shoot King Von. If it was the other way around and King Von would have pulled out a gun and shot Quando Rondo or Lil Tim, y'all would be like, yo, I told you he's a demon.
He also went to Chicago and was disrespecting their dead relatives. He also posted a video of himself wearing a King Von shirt and dancing to his music. He said that Lil Durk was scared to drop his album on the same day as him and was irrelevant without Drake. Lil Durk ignored 6ix9ine's antics and focused on the music. He released a deluxe edition of The Voice and outsold 6ix9ine by 40,000 copies. He also said that he's not interested in beefing with 6ix9ine and he's above his level. 6ix9ine took the crown for taking beefs way too far by dissing the dead, but what happens when both parties controversies of the beef are past. XXXTentacion, whose real name was Jose Onfroy, was a Florida rapper who rose to fame with his mixtape 17 and his single Jocelyn Flores. He also had a controversial reputation as he was accused of domestic violence, sexual assault, robbery, and murder. Unfortunately, he was shot and killed in 2018 at the age of 20. Lil Peep, whose real name is Gustav Elijah Aher, was an Arizona rapper who started his career on SoundCloud with his emo rap songs. He was known for his dark and melancholic lyrics, influenced by drugs, depression, and suicide. He had a loyal fanbase called Goth Boy Clique, or GBC, which supported him through his addiction and health issues while he was alive. He died in 2017 at the age of 21 from an accidental overdose. The beef between XXXTentacion and Lil Peep started when some fans speculated that XXXTentacion was dissing Lil Peep. However, there's no evidence that XXXTentacion intended to disrespect Lil Peep. In fact, according to frequent Lil Peep collaborator Fat Nick, who worked with Lil Peep on several songs before his death, said that they were planning to meet up before Lil Peep passed away.
Before they died, X loved his music, and that record wasn't cut from another. They didn't take X's vocals and put it on the Peep song. X recorded that song on Peep song.
However, not everybody in Goth Boy Clique agreed with these views. Some members of Goth Boy Clique expressed their distrust for XXXTentacion. They accused him of being abusive towards women, having ties to gangs, or even being involved in shady business deals. Ski Mask the Slump God also claimed that Goth Boy Clique had stolen some clothing from him, which caused a rift between him and Lil Peep himself. But one of the most vocal critics of XXXTentacion was Fishnark. He posted a story on Instagram in 2018 saying that Peep never heard the X feature, and that Peep explicitly rejected XXX for his abuse of women. Fishnark also said that he didn't want anybody to listen to Falling Down, a collaboration between XXXTentacion and Lil Peep that was released in September 2018. Fishnark said that it was just both their teams trying to make money off of them after they died. The song sparked a controversy among fans and critics. Some praised it as a fitting tribute to both rappers' legacy, while others criticized it as disrespectful and exploitive. However, there's no solid evidence that X was against Peep or Peep was against X, and the beef between them still remains unsolved. They never got to meet each other, but we do know that they respected each other. Although their fans have different opinions on what should go, RIP legends. So there we have it. Some of the craziest documented rap beefs in modern day history. Let me know what you think of them and whose side you're on. My name's Issa, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing.